Well, I can certainly assure you that we are about to die. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to our revisit of Ravenbound, a game out now on Steam that's also having a free DLC available during the Steam Summer Sale, which ends on July 13th. The game's also having a 20% discount, so you can get this one and the free DLC today with the link down below in the description if you want to grab it for yourself. And of course, today's episode is sponsored by the makers of Ravenbound. So thanks to them for sponsoring. If you're a big fan of games like Valheim, for example, this has all that awesome Scandinavian folklore that we've enjoyed many a time in many different games on this channel, but this one doing it in the format of a roguelite adventure game, a little bit of an RPG where, of course, cards and things that we get between each battle, or rather each life, is going to help us with each run. So our life is kind of intended to be limited here. We're not supposed to be very strong, but really we're playing like a raven that can take these vessels here of different characters that are kind of just randomly generated. But what's most important is the cards that you bring with you from battle to battle, or rather just like run to run. Whoa, that was a big old jump there. Nice. So anyway, I'm going around gathering coins and whatnot, and we're in the kind of tutorial area where it's just teaching us how to play the game again, and I thought it a good opportunity to show off the very opening of the game where we can fly around as the Raven 2. So let's go ahead and finish up this trial or challenge in order to then leave the tutorial area and go to the open world. This game is an open world, RPG, survival action, combat game with a lot of different elements to, blocking and dodging and parrying. There's a lot of timing to this one, and it is a very, 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 very challenging game. I got absolutely clobbered the first time, but I did like the open world elements and the world design, which is really breathtaking at the start, and all the trees and whatnot are very nice too, and the rocks and all the different temples and things that you can encounter, and enemies too are quite fun until they kill you in about 1 second. All right, let's go ahead and jump out of here and see what we can do. We'll go up to the top of the tower. So as I mentioned, your strategy is based on the cards that you unlock and play, and you can travel across the whole world as a raven. So there's immediately fast travel unlocked in the form of kind of a mount, except you become the mount, which is pretty cool too. Here's a few enemies here that are going to teach us some more of the basics. Elites here are some of the enemies that we'll have to fight towards later parts of the game. Now, of course, I'm blocking a little too early, so... But yeah, if you're a big fan of games like, for example, the most recent Star Wars game of, well, Fallen Order or Survivor, or any sort of game like Valheim, it's kind of a combination of both of them with a lot of combat that, heavily relies on your timing. Now, these guys are going to be nice to us. We can just take damage all day, and we'll take like 1 or 2 hit points since this is just the tutorial area. But we can regain health, of course, by blocking and then doing damage to the enemy. We've got a lot of different moves, and right now I've chosen for this character a little bit more health, and we can also get a little, nice, a little, you saw it there, grappling hook. Yeah, so we can pull ourselves out of battle in order to line the enemies up perfectly for, like, for example, a perfectly timed block. I'm still practicing, but there we go. I'm learning as I go on. So yeah, the problems in this game that you'll have to overcome, of course, are a large number of enemies. Like, how are you going to deal with crowd control? And cards, of course, could be the solution for that, and or your strategy as you play more. Of course, there's other things to find too, chests and other drops, and enemies that will, of course, drop fragments too. And there's lore. There's tons of lore with ruins all around that have that runic writing on them. You might recognize it from all the Viking games ever that, of course, tell a story of what's going on here behind the scenes. All right, well, let's go ahead and collect all the fragments then, and we'll be out of here. Should have one more around here. There we go. Perfect. Becoming a vessel. All right, yeah, so as we die, we, of course, exit this mortal coil, and then basically can pick our run again by customizing with these cards. So from the 3 fragments we just got, we can now pick different cards to apply to our character. Over on the left side, you can see my equipment at the top, which is our sword and shield, and below that is our tunic, or like our armor, and then traits are below that as well. And we've got a lot of things to unlock, such as these relic cards, so that's pretty cool. So we can increase stagger impact, weapon damage, and or critical hits by 30, and have a chance to increase bleeding. Overall, I think I'll choose the boar bone needle, so that way we can increase that by 60%, which is a pretty damn big jump for sure. So before each jump, we can also customize our characters, and that, of course, includes our weapons, class, and traits. So it's not just in the battle that we can modify these things, but also afterwards as we die in between. And we'll have to get our hatred level up, and luck and guard, critical chance, and critical damage, as you see down below at the bottom. So we don't have enough of mana in order to equip this, so that'll be our next goal, is to try to go and find some of that in the open world area. Now, the DLC that's out for free, remember, is out until the 13th, and it's known as Hammers of a Vault. And there are other DLCs and pretty good community out there, too, for... Ooh, look at this. Secret area. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, the community is giving a lot of feedback to the devs, too. In fact, right on the opening screen there, they do... And I think even when you pause, they ask for feedback on what you like, what you don't like, what you think should be changed. And to me, that's always a great sign of a good development team, when they're not only just open to feedback, but literally just being like, hey, press this button and let us know what you might be thinking right now as you play. Nice. I'm thinking I need more gold. There we go. So cracking open pots is a good way to find that. Of course, I'm a little bit of a loot goblin in these types of games, so I certainly want to break everything open and see what I can do to find more stuff. There's also the ability, I didn't show it in our last battle there, but of course to lock on to enemies, and that does make the combat a little bit more fluid too, going from enemy A, B, and C. Oh, I don't want to fall down there, do I? But I thought the grappling hook was a cool touch rather than a double jump. We get to jump even further than that, and it's a good combination with the Raven that we get to play as well. And of course the interesting story that you saw right at the beginning. Yeah, character design looking pretty damn nice. Now, I think, based on our armor, I think our character's appearance will change, too. So, when I first went in, I don't think I had this helmet and or this tunic. So, as we gather more armor, we can switch that out, and our appearance will change, and it'll be the same when we pick a new vessel. Because we're going to die. We are going to die. I'm not going to live very long in this game. And that's the point. We're supposed to then grind our way up and go through many different changes as a player and as a character in order to unlock better abilities. There we go. Quest. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Quest complete. We are now a bird. Congratulations. All right, so they want us to go to some of these other locations. This is the world map as it is. And they want us to go explore and start on our quests and side quests and mini quests. Really, all the quests are open. This is, completely open as to where we can fly and go fight in. But as you see there, there's side quest and main quest in blue, side quest in green. We can also, of course, speed up and slow down. And, yeah, so we can go to this secondary quest down here and see what it'll offer us. Very nice, by the way, that the fast travel is just us actually flying around, because there is quite a lot of beautiful landscape to look at. And if you're a big fan of Skyrim or whatnot, the mountains are just very nice to look at as you make your way around. Of course, lots of little landmarks, battles, and other hidden things around that we'll have to discover and explore as we play. Well, let's go ahead and zoom in here. Literally zoom in. Completing a side quest will reward us with 100 coins. Scouting out this area. Looks like an enemy camp of some sort. Well, alright. Let's take a peek and see what it's got in store for us. Visit the village of Volhus, Tilvahal. Raven's Eye. Ah, this gives us a tactical view of who's who and what's what. Let's transform. Let's get a little closer. Hi, guys. That's pretty cool. You thought I was a bird, didn't you? I got you. Hey, how's it going? All right. So it looks like some enemies attacked a healer, and they want us to go get a little bit of revenge and or make the area safe again. Thieves without hearts. Okay. Well, certainly looks nice. Buildings under construction. Lots of wood being stored. Granaries and guard towers, palisades. Quite nice for what seems to be an ordinary village. And a sigil lock. Only be opened with a sigil key. Oh. And now we get a new reward. Hatred level reached. Your weapons and armor affected by either armor erosion or blunted edge are restored. Oh, so there's a little bit of durability. Vendor's prices affected by trade are restored. Hatred level reduced by 1 down to a minimum of 0. Oh, I guess we want that to be low. Well, I guess I will go with the equipment restored. But I think, get to choose that at any time. We're collecting the card. We're not necessarily using the card. So there's 2 cards we can play here. As they mentioned before, we'll need to get our mana up for something like this. But this one will be free at 0. We've only got 1 mana now. You see that in the upper right corner. Looks like we have a key and 20 gold up there in the upper right corner. So we can't just turn into a bird everywhere. We have to go to these little beacons, so that way it kind of balances that out a little bit between having forced fights that, of course, you can go into, and then also, you know, kind of a fast travel or a faster travel. I did notice that there was a vendor here, though. I do want to actually take a look at what that might be and what they might want to trade. Oh, sorry to cut in line, sir. Hello. Ah, we can unlock a relic slot for 50. Very nice. Well, I don't have the coin for that, but we can come back. Hi there, how you doing? Okay, let's go ahead and do this mission then. So, green should indicate where we have to go, so down that way. Let's just proceed on foot. Love the design of the little village buildings. Oftentimes, I'm getting very impressed with how buildings are looking in game. I know it's completely off topic, but honestly, it adds to the immersion fully at how wonderfully beautiful villages look and how they're well laid out. Having some sort of a design as if it were a survival city builder. Things like a hunter, granary, main hall, brewery, that type of thing. It's nice to see in these games, and I want some of these buildings to be like 3D print. I want to collect these buildings. And before we took our very first look at this game, the developers were kind enough to send over a little, like a press pack with a lot of little goodies inside. Things like a mug and some, I think, a letter opener that was a sword and some other in-game art. And it looks like there's a lot of care to both the design of the items that your character will use and then just the random things that your character can get when they're being made. Oh, hi there. When they're randomly created. Oh, wow, all right. Looks like they're having no problem taking care of some of these guys. Bodies right outside the village. All right, let's go. So pretty peaceful so far. Okay, let the fun begin, I see. Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, damn. Spider-Man. Hi. What you guys gonna do about that? Grappling hook is underrated. Oh, okay. Ooh, I'm bleeding now. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh ho, nice. Let's try a dodge. That worked pretty good. Nice. This is my camp now. Oh, we got some booty over here. What do we got? Open a hatred chest. Numerous lost mana or chains of... For a moment I read embeeflement. Yes, give me that one. The one with the beef. I can't pick it though, so let's go with the lost mana. Damn, I wanted the beef. Cool. Now we got a lot of cool cards. Now again, remember, whenever we die, we get to kind of create a new character with those. So collecting all this is pretty nice for future builds, and or that we could use now. Okay, so the camp is ours. Ooh, and that is what they need back at the other camp. A box of herbs and oils. Ooh. Raven towers around. Oh, lots of ravens indeed. Well, let's go back down this way. Or we could turn in our quest. Okay, I was just looking to see if there was more loot. Don't see any other boxes, so let's go ahead and turn this one in. So yeah, remember, we can't turn into a bird until we go to those transmogrification type dealies. You know, the thing where we can just turn into a bird, fly, and land anywhere. We can land anywhere and turn back into a human, but when it comes to flying, we got to go to those things specifically. All right. Let's go back to turn in this quest. Feels good, man. Whoa, hi, how much for that? Where'd you get that helmet? I want that. Or is that literally a deer head? Hold on, I want that. Or are you an actual deer person? I have no idea, but I want that. Alright. Oh yeah, wait, this is like a deer village. Our deer villagers. They're so near and dear to our heart. Alright. Well, all done. Job done, money received. Ooh, 100 coin. Now, may I have a relic slot, please? Thank you. And let's go ahead and take a look here. Got mana. Gain 3 mana. Let's do that. And then we should be able to use our Ore Bone Needle, which increases weapon damage by 60. Nice. Although I still feel like our weapon's a little light. Now we can do even more damage. So right, these bird symbols, like what we saw earlier, we can just fly back. But it was a short distance. Let's go somewhere else now. Woo! Cool. Well, let's go do a main quest thing, shall we? Which is over this way. Bird looks cool. Don't know if there's customization options for the burb, but would be nice. Another opportunity to just change the colors and whatnot. It doesn't exist. I wouldn't be surprised if the community gives feedback. Oh boy. Well, down there is probably where I'm going to die. I remember this place before. With the side quest behind us, though, we might have more of a chance to survive. So let's see what happens. Begin. Surprise! Did you guys miss me? I bet you did. What are you, loot goblins? No one's a bigger loot goblin than me. Uh-oh. I hit the pillar. Did it make it mad? Camp conquered. Oh! Okay. These enemies were much easier than I remember. Alright. Cleansed chest. They have a light emitting from them, and we can grab some items out of them. Ooh. Find an open cleansed chest. We can't carry any more fragments. We can walk out of here now. Hope we're not leaving anything behind. Alright, so there's a few around us. Ooh, pretty flowers. We gotta go to each of the blue dots. But they're all within about 500 meters of where we are now. Any enemies? Oh, hi. Batman. Wow. Oh, sad. I can't carry any more fragments. Well, let's go ahead and gain more mana. Take a look at our codex. We got tutorials for all sorts of things and also lore. That's nice. Anytime we read one of those discs that are in the game with the runes I mentioned earlier, we can come back to the codex and get additional information. Well, this is what we're looking for. Item acquired. Ooh. Somewhere in the current region, a golden pot filled with 200 coins will appear. Nice. Draw 3 cards from your deck and choose one to add to your hand. Gotta go with that loot goblin. Give me that one. Alright. Let's go to the next one, maybe over here. This one's only 200 away. Oh man, beautiful. Flowers, weeds, bushes. Lots of layering of vegetation on top of each other. Looked good. I love the surprise combat. I'm really a jerk, you know. They're hanging out, chilling, maybe having a barbecue. And here I come with the whole, like, hey, I'm going to kill your friends, stagger you, do a bunch of damage. Ooh, there's your chest. Don't mind if I do. Let's see, regain your lost health, 2 mana, or unlock 1 relic slot. I would like that, please. Okay. On to another camp. So I suppose this is a part of our character building where we're gaining a little bit of experience for ourselves in pretty simple combat in the opening area, so we understand how to play a little bit more outside the tutorial. Additionally, we're building our characters more than one, meaning that we, of course, have access to more cards when we die and or when we explore the world. We'll learn a little bit more about where things are and which types of combat missions or quests are a little more challenging, and then if we want to do those on each specific run, we can do that too. So maybe one run we want to go and try to find a bunch of gold and do missions that give us the most amount of gold and then spend that gold on shops, do a money run, or go for bosses and try to gain the most amount of progress defeating them by getting very powerful weapons and equipment. Oh man, this is cool. Alright, top of the mountain we go. Pretty round tower. I want to sneak in through the window. Oh well, per usual, here I come. Just asserting my dominance as I come in. Wow, that was great. There was blood everywhere on that one. It was like playing Mortal Kombat or something. Jeez. Actually getting real focused on the combat here and enjoying it a bit. Numerous lost mana. Really wish I could carry some more fragments. Choose a reward. Oh, we got better armor. Oh, better weapon too? No. When taking damage from Tuftir, increased by 100%. Let me go with that. There we go. Perfect. Better armor. Hatred gained from empowering fragments will fill the bars in the lower right corner. Now I can grab more fragments. I think that was the right time to do that. And those are pretty easy to acquire by each enemy. Another sigil key. More info coming in about the hatred. Certainly a few game mechanics that I think are easy to learn and easy to keep track of. Nothing that's too complicated aside from blocking, pairing, and then building your character. It looks like we're all done here. And we're free to move about the cabin. So we'll head down here now to our next quest. We have to empower fragments 2 more times and find 1 more box, I believe. I wonder if there's fall damage. Let's try. I'm assuming there is, and it's probably quite generous with how much damage he'll take. Again, asserting dominance when we rock into place. There we go. Nice. Wow. More fragments for me. Alright, worn twin swords, worn arms, worn great axe. Ooh. Let's go with the worn great axe. Going from 31 to 47. And then we should be able to repair that, I believe. I'd like to hope that did some sort of a benefit. It was a good time to use it. Oh, and look at that. Our armor actually has changed. Badass. Oh, we look absolutely badass. And that's a bad axe, too. That's really cool. No more shield, or rather, we have a shield, but not in the traditional sense of made of wood. Sharpened blade increases weapon damage of currently equipped weapon by 10%. Get some coins or increase armor, currently equipped armor by 3. I want 10% more damage, and I want it now. Alright, so now where are we heading? I can see a small beacon down there. We'll go fly around. We just need to get into more fights to do this. Some of the fragments I left behind, we could go back for, but we can always get some new ones. There we go. There's a bird shrine over there. We should be able to fast travel. What? Who is this? Are you guys elites? Hi there. Oh. Oh, the combat has suddenly got much more fast-paced. Ooh, nice. Our weapon is a lot slower, too, so a different gameplay style to get used to compared to the sword and shield. There's a noticeable difference, and that's cool that it's not just a kind of a visually different weapon, but it does feel a lot different, too. That's really nice. Draw a new copy of a card you have already played in this run that is not Foresight. Let's go with that one. Oh, 2 more mana. And even more mana for us. Cool. Feels good to clear out the map a little bit with all these things. We'll need the sigil key to continue to clear those. But time to be light as a feather. Make another tough enemy group here. Well, hello. Oh, Juggernaut. That axe is actually a very long charge-up time. Yeah, wow, lawnmowered. That is a very good weapon for dealing with attacks from behind, because as we're dealing with one enemy, the weapon, of course, will go 360. Health increased by 30%. Draugr Deterring Armor. We can lower their attack ability there. I think I'm going to go with the Bone Needle again and increase weapon damage by another 60%. Now we're doing 120% more damage, I believe. Chains of Embeeflement again. So sometimes good things, sometimes bad things. Alright, make your way to the Tomb of Gales. I'm kicking butt. Oh. Hold on, what is that? I want to... There was a symbol there for something big and bad. Alright, the Tomb of Gales is right up here. Cross a river and go up top. Now, it does seem like there's cards that will restore our health, but it's a little more rando. As we go on this run further, things are getting a little bit more challenging for us. Hi there. Bro, are you a kitty? Sweet. Thanks, kitty. I think where we can fly is easily marked by those birds on the map too. In the world. Nice. The tomb has opened. Open sesame. Sesame seed chicken. Ooh. Uh-oh. A big, oh, nice. Oh, oh, a big boss battle. Oh, damn. Calm down, bro. Get lawnmowered. Of course, dodging at the last second, giving us a little bit of a boost to our frenzy, which will do big O damage. So dodging like that is exactly what we want to do. Man, he's like on roller skates. That purple stuff is good. Oh, that's not good, though. Oh my god, it's like fighting the damn Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. Chill, bro. Ooh. I was trying to get real close to him to try to get him to trigger his attack. Oh, man. We were about halfway on that one, a little bit. But the vessel has fallen. We died, as I predicted. But that is one of the hatred bosses. Cool, we killed 22 elites. Did 770 damage to the boss. And I feel like we could have taken him on if I had continued to build up my big O powers there. Of course, to double our damage in frenzy mode. But regardless, what's most important here is that we've unlocked cards that we get to use again. So even though we did pretty good our first run, we're going to do even better each time, and that's what makes this a roguelike. This is what the gameplay loop is like, and this is what's satisfying, to be able to be like, oh man, I died, I got to do all that again. But because we're rewarded, well, now we get to go in as a different character with a different build, find different cards. There's a lot of RNG, random number generation, which will give us different perks and different cards to be unlocked through these boxes, and or fragments from killing enemies too. So a big O skill tree in this one that goes all the way from top to bottom of this Raven here, giving us different things like, for example, blood fueled, all the way down to death of 1,000 cuts, which is just a permanent reduced base damage, but multi-strike increased by 30. So we can build things that way too. So we get better, bigger, and stronger every time that we play, and I like that. I'm really starting to like roguelites a lot more for that purpose. And then we can, of course, go back and see all the cards that we've unlocked, or learn more about the ones that we possibly haven't, that they'll unlock at other levels. So we can kind of get prepared to see what our rewards will be when we get to, for example, level 13. Now our Protect Guard inflicts frozen on attacker, that kind of thing. So, not bad. 159 out of 213 cards unlocked. So, and of course the DLC will add a lot more. Go ahead and enter another vault. There's also daily challenges. We'll get bonuses for that too. So there's obviously reasons to play day after day. Let's go ahead and not enter the menu screen, but the enter a vault. There we go. And so now we just get a random human. Doesn't necessarily matter. These are just champions that will kind of take control of as a vessel. But really what matters is the fact that we get different armor and the things that we get to bring along with us. So this kind of character has a hammer specialist. First time we had a sword and a shield from our tutorial area. Now we get something with a little bit more defensive armor, hammer specialist, and a human who, whenever they drain a card, gets 50 coins. So yeah, different each time for their folk, weapon class, and unique trait. And then of course we add more to that too, which is pretty sweet. Now, if you don't like that, if you're not feeling that character, you can always hold right to re-roll, which I just did. I don't think it costs anything, but it's totally fine to just kind of keep re-rolling if you want to, or change some of your stats that way through weapon class. It looks like a pair of dice down there, so it feels like it's re-rolling, but looks like it's kind of just re-rolling their appearance and their specialty a little bit, maybe? Be really cool to see an actual archer. I don't know if there's a range class, but there could be weapons like that. Maybe a javelin that we get to throw too. That must be what our character was before, generalist. But I wouldn't mind making it hammer time. Yep, I think that would be just fine. Oh, cool. You can actually... Oh, left to randomize your character, too. So if you're not happy with their hairstyle or something, well, you have to change the whole character. But, you know, you can go from being the big old bearded brawny guy to various characters of different age. And a few different colors of their clothing, although generally the same because it'll be based on the armor. Not bad. Not bad at all. You know, I truly enjoyed the time I had here today with Ravenbound, and if you want to check it out for yourself, again, check down below in the description where you can get Ravenbound for 20% off during the Steam Summer Sale until July 13th, and the Hammers of a Vault DLC is also free during the Summer Sale. Of course, this action roguelite with open world freedom is not going to be the only time we see it here today. I think I also want to do another video on this to continue to explore the cards that we've unlocked, and also do some live streams just for fun in the future, because this is certainly the type of game that feels like it's very easy to pick up, play for a little while. Either you can continuously play on and on and on, or just do so in short little runs, which is fun. Yeah, the vast island of a vault, very, very fun. I like it, flying around as a raven. Adapt your strategy based on the cards you unlock and play, and kind of customize your characters each time you do so. All right, everybody. Well, that is it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.